Hey Ashita, how's your journey through the landscape of English tenses coming along?
It's quite the adventure. I'm exploring all three tenses you have taught us.
Impressive. Could you share an example from each tense to show me the side you have seen?
For the simple present, it's like I'm a regular tourist at the badminton courts. I play badminton regularly. With the present continuous, I'm right in the middle of the action like now. I am studying right now. And for the simple past, it's like looking at a snapshot from yesterday. I completed my homework yesterday.
Very well captured. Now, imagine you are telling a story about yesterday between 5 to 6 pm. What's the scene?
I played badminton during that time.
A vivid scene indeed. But let's add some motion to it. If you were to paint the picture with continuous strokes, you would say, I was playing badminton at that time. That's the past continuous tense, showing the action in progress.
I see, but sometimes I get puzzled. When should I use the simple past and when should I paint with the past continuous?
A valid question. Let's explore this mystery together and delve deeper into the fascinating world of the past continuous tense. Hello, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are delving into the past continuous tense. In this video, we will explore what the past continuous tense is, its structure in positive, negative, and question forms, and some common mistakes to avoid. So, without further ado, let's get started. What is the past continuous tense? The past continuous tense describes actions that were ongoing at a specific moment in the past. Suppose we have a timeline. The left side is the past, the middle is the present, and the right side is the future. Then, past continuous tense describes an action that was ongoing at that specific point, not necessarily starting or ending at that exact moment, but the action was ongoing. For example, I was eating lunch at 1 pm yesterday. At that specific time, I was in the middle of my lunch. So I used I was eating lunch. When do we use it? The past continuous tense is used to describe number 1, actions that were happening at a specific time in the past. Imagine a snapshot in the time. The past continuous tense tells you what was going on that moment. Example, at 5 pm yesterday, I was walking in the park. Here, walking describes the ongoing action at the specific time of 5 pm. Number 2, actions that were ongoing for a period of time in the past. This means action started sometimes before and continued for a while, but we are not focusing on the exact start or end. For example, she was studying all afternoon for her big exam tomorrow. Here, studying describes the ongoing action for an extended period in the afternoon. And number 3, actions that were interrupted by another action. For example, I was reading a book when the phone rang. Here, my action of reading the book was interrupted because the phone rang. So, this is the third way in which we use past continuous tense. Now, let's learn the magic formula for past continuous tense. The structure for past continuous tense is subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing form plus object or complement. But what to use was or were? For singular subjects, I, he, she, it, we use was. And for plural subjects, you, we, and they, we use were. So remember that if the subject is singular, we will use was, and if the subject is plural, we will use were. Now, let's apply this formula. I was reading a book. She was singing in the concert. They were playing football. So if you notice closely, was is used with singular subject I and she, and were is used for the plural subject they. So remember this difference. Special note, just like in present continuous, some verbs changes their spelling when adding ing. Some rules are: number 1, drop the final e. For verbs ending in e, drop the e before adding ing. For example, make, making, write, writing, come, coming. Number 2, double the final consonant. For one syllable verbs that end in a single vowel followed by a single consonant, double the final consonant. For example, run becomes running, sit becomes sitting, swim becomes swimming. Number 3, change IE to Y. For the verbs ending in IE, change IE to Y before adding ing. For example, lie becomes lying, die becomes dying, tie becomes tying. This changes ensures the verb are correctly transformed into their ing form, which is used in continuous tenses to indicate ongoing actions. Remembering this rule will help you form the present continuous, past continuous, and future continuous also. So remember these rules. Now let's look at some examples to understand this structure. Subjects: I, you, she, he, it, we, and they. Example verbs: read, sing, and play. So the sentences will be: I was reading, I was singing, I was playing. You were reading, you were singing, you were playing. He, she, it was reading, singing, or playing. We were reading, we were singing, or we were playing. They were reading, they were singing, they were playing. So Ashita, do you remember the usages of past continuous tense?
Yes, sir. Number 1, actions at specific time in the past. Number 2, interrupted past actions. And number 3, actions ongoing for a period of time in the past.
Great. Now I will give you a verb write and the subject I, we, and she. Can you create 3 sentences?
Sure, sir. I was writing, we were writing, she was writing.
Perfect. Here we learned all about positive sentences. Now let's move on to form negative sentences. To form negative sentences in past continuous tense, we use was not or were not before the verb. So the structure will be subject plus was not or were not plus verb's ing form. Or in contraction we can use wasn't or weren't. For example, I wasn't studying, she wasn't singing, they weren't playing. Now let's turn these sentences into yes-no questions. The structure of yes-no question is was or were plus subject plus verb's ing form. For example, was I studying? Was she singing? Were they playing? Now let's explore WH questions. WH questions in past continuous tense use question words like what, when, where, why, who, which, and how to ask for more specific information. The structure is question word plus was or were plus subject plus verb's ing form. For example, what were you doing at 8 p.m. last night? Where was she going when you saw her? Where was he going when you saw him? So in this way, you can form questions. Now, let's address some common mistakes that we make while forming past continuous tense. Number 1, mixing up the simple past and past continuous tense. Remember, the past continuous tense describes actions that were ongoing at a specific moment in the past, while the simple past describes completed actions in the past. So, instead of saying, I played football when it was raining, say, I was playing football when it was raining. And instead of saying, I was completing my homework yesterday, say, if you have already completed your homework, you can say, I completed my homework yesterday. Number 2, forgetting was or were. Make sure not to skip was or were in forming sentences. For example, she dancing when I arrived. This sentence is incorrect. The correct sentence will be, she was dancing when I arrived. Now, let's look into some pro tips that will be helpful while forming past continuous tense. Number 1, use time expressions like at that moment, at 5 pm, or when the phone rang to set the scene. For example, at that moment, I was watching the sunset. At 5 pm, they were discussing the project. When the phone rang, she was taking a bath. Number 2, sensory verbs can also be used in past continuous tense to describe ongoing experiences. Sensory verbs like seeing, hearing, feeling, smelling, and tasting are often used in the past continuous tense to describe experiences that were happening over a period of time. For example, I was seeing a beautiful rainbow after the rain. The action of seeing was continuous over a period of time. She was hearing strange noises all night. The action of hearing was ongoing. We were feeling the cold wind blowing through the trees. The action of feeling was not at a single moment, but over a duration. He was smelling the aroma of freshly baked bread as he walked past the bakery. The action of smelling was in progress. They were tasting each dish to decide which one was the best. The action of tasting was a continuous process. Now, let's sum up with some practice questions. Was they studying at 9 pm yesterday? Is this sentence correct or incorrect? This is incorrect. The correct sentence is, were they studying at 9 pm yesterday? Can you convert it into a negative sentence? The negative sentence will be, they were not studying at 9 pm yesterday. And now, into a yes-no question form. The question will be, were they studying at 9 pm yesterday? And what about WH question form? The WH question form will be, what were they studying at 9 pm yesterday? Fantastic. Now, it's time for exercise. You have to correct some sentences. The sentences are, she were cooking dinner yesterday. I not sleeping at midnight. You watching a movie last night. Pause the video, solve the exercise, and message your answers in the comment. I am waiting for your reply. Now, let me ask Ashita whether she has solved these answers or not. Ashita, did you catch all that?
Yes, I think so. This session was really helpful.
Great. Keep practicing and you will master the past continuous tense in no time.
Thank you, Nihil sir. I can't wait to learn more.
You are welcome, Ashita. Stay tuned for our next video. I hope you would have given the correct answers. And to know my answer, please check the description of the video. Thank you for watching the video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. If you have any query or suggestion, please message in the comments. Please watch the previous videos on this series to get most out of the series. Links are in the description. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.